Glad to have you along from Y1 Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Utah Utes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. And the Utes ready to kick it away first. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The screen, and watch out. Turning it on. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Straight ahead, it's Cook. Could be an alley. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Hits inside, it's Cook. Makes him talk to the hand. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Throwing, Hawkins. Right side, it's Weaver. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And, man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox. Looks as if he's going to run it. Ball is loose.
The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quarterback will keep it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Michael Hawkins, under pressure, makes the grab over the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. They're all over it. And they got it.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing third and long. Gun, it's Cook. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolute shame. Missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Bray. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 30.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle. Menu narration option is set to off. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle. Menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to the servers.
Line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Really excited to see what Utah is going to do this year. You're so used, David. We were for years seeing Kyle Whittingham strolling the sidelines for Utah. Obviously, he's now off in Ann Arbor, but with Dampier back at quarterback, they've got the pieces. And the Big 12 every year we know is so wide open. If Utah can continue to be physical, they had some big losses, especially along the offensive line. I think this could be a special season in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, and you saw a lot of good moments from Dampier. I mean, this guy can scramble around, can run around, can make things happen. It's the passing game. Can it evolve? Can it grow? They've got weapons, but it all starts with the quarterback.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Follows his blocks. It's Bray. There's some room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. Second and long here. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Parker. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35. Out. There, nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. That is exactly why they called the running back the safety valve. They used it, and they used it to perfection.
Yeah, and you want to push the ball down the field. You want to make those big plays, but you see the defense. They bring the blitz. I got the running back open, dump it to him, let him do the rest, let him get the first down.
And the Utes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bray. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's changing the play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Utes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Dangerous throw on that one.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sells to fake. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Rushes on. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Just going to keep it after the snap. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Hawkins. Look out! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. On the run, fires downfield. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we're running. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough for the first down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Moving out to the right. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, West Virginia. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Finds his target. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Looking deep. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
On the return, ripping through the defense. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out, and a chance to go on top with this drive. Still looking. Now looking to throw back to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
That's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Now here's Hawkins. Unloads to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and gone.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle.
Find some room. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Utes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quickly to the flat and wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Hawkins. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Turning it on. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Michael Hawkins. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
That's why that guy plays DB, not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
They booted away on 4th down. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in score. Position.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Now here's Hawkins. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. You knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Long way to go on second down. To throw, it's Dampier. Rush right in his face.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Tight end now in motion. Takes a handoff. It's Bray. They were all over it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, looking for a man. And down he goes. He had a lot of time to do something and ends up taking the sack. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Dampier. He lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the Utes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. using his feet. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on second down. Michael Hawkins on the move. Unloads it left. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Moves the pocket. It's Hawkins. Fires to the right. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tries to get it himself. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Utes headed quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Parker. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. 2nd and long here. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Gonna take a shot. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime.
And with a young team and an inexperienced team, I'm okay going into halftime here, trailing and not trying to do too much at the end of the half. Just get your guys back in the locker room, coach them up, make the adjustments you've got to make, and instill in them the belief and confidence they can come back here and win the game in the second half.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the #1 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Aggies with one of the biggest wins in program history taking down the #1 team in the country.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Utes want to crank the tempo. Sets his feet. It's Dampier. Finds the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He'll take it himself. There he goes. The 40 at the 30. Inside the end of the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
He'll bring it out. It's Bray. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Upstairs to make the catch. Ripped past midfield, finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Running inside, it's Parker. Maybe a crease. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. To the air, it's Dampier. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Johnson. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run with Parker. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Off the boot, looking for his man. Into the end zone. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Touchdown, Utah! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Offense coming onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another 1st down. This guy can do that a lot.
Just barely got rid of it.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Hawkins throws to the tight end. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Hawkins from the gun on third down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, those sting, man. Third down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Dampier. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution, dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get the first through the air. Out wide right, it's Gray. On the move at the 30. Into the second. Touchdown, Utes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Hawkins. Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Mountaineers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. They get to him as he throws. Had to force that one.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Long way to go on second down. The run inside. It's Cook. Got enough for the first down. Here's a little room there. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll run it. It's Cook. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. And the Mountaineers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Quick give. It's Cook. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. On the run, it's Brady. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
He's going to take off. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Touchdown, West Virginia. The pick six has him right back in it. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth.
Number 83 set to kick this one off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Unloads to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Utah! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. What a game he's had. Third touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. The screen, he can go. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Breaks into the open. Jumped on top of the pile.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Shakes off the defender. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. There's some daylight. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Straight ahead, it's Francis. Enough to move the chains. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the counter. Inside the 25. Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Mountaineers. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Right side, it's Brink. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Here's Y1 one more time, and he's brought down after a short gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
The Utes have their offense in high gear. The give. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first. Out wide right, it's Gray. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Utes! Fitted in the window for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll need a bunch on second down. A run for the quarterback. There he goes. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Well, they get the touchdown here, and I think if you're the head coach, you got to go for 2. You've got to have a 2-point play dialed up right now. What can you run you feel like you can execute to tie this thing with not a lot of time left on the clock?
What a big play here as they try to tie it up with the 2 in the waning moments. He's not going to get there. The defense coming up with a big stop to hold on to this 2-point lead deep in the fourth. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
Off play action. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. All the way. Touchdown, Utah.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And he makes the extra point. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go play action with Hawkins. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
It's inside. It's Cook. Pass to 6. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And that's a better job by this defense. And that's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
From the gun on third down, Hawkins. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Michael Hawkins. Left side is Cook. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Drops back, it's Hawkins. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Second and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Looking left. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Hawkins. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Rashad Downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this sport.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David